Hi my babies, hi, and welcome back to another Let's Talk About It. Today, Let's Talk About It is the 4 levels of consciousness. So y'all been hearing me speak about, especially more so lately, like the unconscious, the subconscious, the conscious mind, like the super conscious mind. So I'm going to break it down a little bit to those who want the information, and it's 12:12 on the clock confirmation. So let's go ahead and get into it. I ain't going to hold you. The first one is the unconscious mind. So the unconscious mind is the lowest level of the mental body. It does things out of habit unconsciously. It is where we tend to suppress traumas from the past. Some suppress so much they are not able to remember the trauma or the event. It applies to the damaged inner child in the shadow side. What you choose not to think about without even knowing it is usually where that occurs at in the unconscious mind. It also is the irrational side of the mind. It is yin in nature. It operates automatically without awareness, and that is what makes it dangerous because you don't even know that you're doing it or that you're saying it. Like, for instance, people pleasing. People who tend to people please is people who may not have been loved properly or given the healthy amount of attention as a child, and without even thinking, like, they're saying yes to stuff they don't really want to say yes to. That tends to go on in the unconscious mind. Also develops and reflects your unhealthy behaviors and thought patterns. Does not come to the conscious without meditation, prayer, dream work, inner child or shadow side healing, therapy, or counseling. You need at least one of those to help you bring awareness to what's going on in the unconscious. Also, it represents the world of no risk, no reward. So the second level of consciousness is the conscious mind, which a lot of people are aware of. It applies to the material or physical world, which means basically what's going on in this time frame or what's going on the earthly realm. And that's why y'all hear me say, even though I got all the love and all the respect for the conscious community, I say it's too low vibrational for me, because it deals with mainly the material, the physical world, what's going on the earthly realm, and I'm more concerned with energetically what's going on. So it's just a difference. It's no disrespect to it, because like I said, it's needed. There's a need for the conscious community out there, but I've been there, done that. I outlived that phase. I'm more focused on my elevation of my soul. That's all. So it applies to the material physical world. It is what you think, like on a day-to-day basis. Okay, it's actually what helps shape your world. It is the rational and logical mind. It is masculine in nature. It operates personally, selectively, and judgmentally. It creates and develops your thoughts. It comes to the conscious based on observation, experience, and education, and it represents the world of effect. So just like they said, be careful of what you think or be careful of what you say. It's the same thing, because it can manifest. So the third level is the subconscious mind, which is the one that we're working on operating in without even trying. The subconscious mind represents what you are. It is your emotional feelings, basically is connected to the emotional body. It is feminine in nature. It operates impersonally, non-selectively, and non-judgmentally. Meaning it sees a broader view, a bird's eye view. It doesn't just see the physical side of things. It is non-selective in receiving ideas, and it gives them form and expression through feeling. That's how you manifest. Also, those who operate in the subconscious mind are not easily influenced, especially by earthly and worldly and matrix things. Also accepts every idea as truth and gives it form and expression through feeling. Responds to persuasion, suggestion, and auto-suggestion. If you read the book Think and Grow Rich, you know about auto-suggestion. And reasons deductively, which is something a lot of people don't do. It's like, damn, we just completely threw deductive reasoning out the fucking window. We just go based off emotion these days. No deductive reasoning at all. I'm just saying, okay? And it also represents the world of cause. And then, of course, the last level of consciousness is the superconscious mind, which is known as the God mind. So the unconscious mind would be basically your unhealthy level, your mortal level of your mind. Your conscious mind, of course, that is your human nature level as well of your mind. But also, it's more, the conscious mind more so is your intellectual mind, I should say. But then the subconscious mind, like I told y'all, that's your Christ-like mind. And then your superconscious mind, that's your God mind, your God body, okay? Whatever the fuck you like to call it, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it. It deals with revelations on the superconscious plane of thoughts and affirms that we must rediscover who we are from within, aka your soul journey. It is the source of all creativity and faith. It is your spiritual mind, and it is neither masculine nor feminine. It operates on a subconscious level at all times, has complete access to all ideas, feelings, and information stored in your subconscious mind, has unlimited access to all knowledge and information in existence. Just like I told y'all, Pharrell Williams said, basically, like creatives or like people that are like intelligent or whatever the case may be, like inventors and whatnot, we're basically just checking ideas out of the universal library. Basically, it's just that we have leveled, or we have a certain energy that is within us where we have access to these things. It's the same thing. Also, the source of all intuition, inspiration, and internal motivation. It is stimulated by clarity of thought and decisiveness of actions. It responds to clear, authoritative commands by releasing ideas and energy, meaning no doubt, okay? Also, the superconscious mind is independent of time. The past, present, and future are all one. You have a thought in your conscious mind. The feeling aspect of this thought stimulates the subconscious mind, which communicates and interacts with the superconscious mind to objectify or manifest the thought in your life experience. So basically, these three different minds, the conscious, the subconscious, and the superconscious, is how you manifest and get into alignment. And that's why they said be careful of basically what you say, be careful of what you think, be careful of how you feeling. And that's why I tell y'all, be intentional about your intentions, because even thoughts are seeds. So babies, this is the 4 levels of consciousness. I hope this was able to help some of y'all understand better, or if some of y'all want to do research, at least you have a little bit of a starting point to understand what it is I mean when I say like subconscious, superconscious, unconscious mind. Like, you can understand a little bit better. Some of y'all, you already know. So, this was just, a refresher for you. It was just a refresher, but I thank y'all for tuning in. I thank y'all for watching. And remember, boo, knowledge is power. That's why they call it fundamental. Feed that mental. I said, think about it. Love you, babies. Mwah.